Peace and blessings, Asafo, the Honorable One, Haki Ammi here. Thank you all for tuning in and listening in. The name of this piece is Why I Have the Absolute Best Plan for the Maximum Empowerment of Black People in this particular time. Yes, I know that for those who may not know me, and many people would think that, you know, if it's something that they don't know about, it may not necessarily be true. Though I will say this to those who have made statements like, "Who are you?" Well, I am Haki Ammi out of Baltimore, Maryland, and if you do not know me, please allow for me to introduce myself to you. I've been active and conscious and continuing to develop much of the particular work for the empowerment and maximum development of Black people in our communities for a substantial amount of time. I have been patient and humble and supportive of many great teachers and scholars who have come before me. And I have humbly waited my turn and not attempted to overshadow those who have been what I have seen as doing some good work for our community. Though I think, and I have seen at this particular time, it has been a time for me to assert my research and analysis, what I believe is my superior analysis of this particular time and that of our greatest scholars and thinkers in our history. And so I would hope that individuals would engage in some comprehensive, objective listening and thinking skills along with me, you know, as we continue in this process of criticisms and self-criticisms, as we analyze different ideas and theories and plans and create best practices and ensure that we have some measurable level of organizational sophistication. And so many individuals had an individual who mentioned and compared me with some other individual, and I must say quite, you know, reasonably, I'm in my own category, and many may not necessarily know me, because I must say that many of the so-called leaders who are out here are not giving you the proper pieces to the necessary underground railroads that are going to truly empower our people. I do not believe that without my inputs, our people are going to move forward significantly, or shall I say, a mass segment of the population is going to be alive to implement any strategies. So right now, without my input, without many of the scholars coming and hearing my messages and studying key areas of study from my research, we are not going to move forward. And that goes for everyone, pretty much. You know, and it's quite all right, you know, if people choose to disagree, because I learned something from Dr. Amos Wilson. He spoke about power, as well as he and Dr. Claude Anderson spoke about power as being able to do something in spite of the opposition. And so I have organized myself in a very proficient, efficient, and effective manner to ensure that my operations are conducted and carried out with the highest levels of military bearing and excellence and proficiency. And so success, I say, is imminent. So I say, be on the right side of history, continue to listen, But I'll share just something briefly with you why I would believe that I have part of the best plans. And as I look around, there are just simply not many individuals doing the levels of key studies that I'm doing. And individuals are not connecting the dots with key scholars. Take for instance Dr. Amos Wilson. Many individuals may not respect Dr. Amos Wilson's work, though I believe he laid out some key critical things for us for our empowerment. As well as Dr. Welsing. She did a pretty excellent job, and I believe that I have, in my personal life, demonstrated certain key aspects of her analysis. Next, we have Dr. Jawanda Kunjufu. Very valuable, insightful, key information that many individuals who talk about youth development do not wish to give credit to. And of course, we have Dr. Claude Anderson, whom some people choose not to give credit to. Now, I quote all these people not to, toot my own horn, or as some you may say, but there are certain things that I realize that if people are not aware, you simply don't have the proper solution. So you have to get this knowledge through me. Many people in the next 5 to 10 years will not be able to synergize some of these teachings and strategies. And, of course, I know some unique marketing things that many others are not going to be able to implement over the next 5 to 10 years. And so I believe that my voice is critical. I am going to require the whys of us to have your undivided attention, and you need to bring out a sheet of paper and take notes for what it is that I have to say, and whatever it is that I feel like saying. There's many others, if I may say, there are many other great teachings and messages that are quite valuable to us as a people, but I just don't believe that many of the leaders right now of the day are not implementing key strategic plans for our empowerment, and they simply cannot do these things without my input and my experience and my networks. And so, without further ado, I'll just say keep paying attention. Of course, Dr. Amos Wilson has a 900-page book, so don't say, brother, why don't you give it out? Like as if I'm supposed to give something out in an 8-minute, video. But I do believe that I am positioned, and I'm the only one positioned and I'm centered in our community as a leader. I have the credibility, the partners, and just the mind and attitude to be one of the truest leaders of our time, to build our communities, to create healthy relationships, and to establish true nation-building strategies for our empowerment and self-defense and for our healing in our community. And that's what is totally needed, and we need individuals who set proper examples on all of these things. And so I say continue to support my work, get the books that will be coming out over the next few months and years, and learn, grow, with me or through me. But I'm doing the work. Have my allies in place. If you are connected to who you need to be connected to in this underground railroad, you will come across me, shall I say. And so I'm doing this piece, hoping that individuals will wise up and know that I'm here. I'm on the front line. Please do not ignore this message. Please do not ignore the knowledge, the depth of teachings and experience that I have evolved and sought out over the years. That would be a slap in the face to our ancestors and to our great scholar warrior teachers, for someone who has picked up the mantle of our great scholars and teachers. So that's all I have for this piece. Thank you.